Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Flower City Union Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports. This is Andrew Battisti, co-host of Soccer is a Kick in the Grass at soccerisakickinthegrass.com, the longest-running soccer radio show in North America, proudly sponsored by Flower City Union. And I'll be calling the action for today's match between the hosts, Flower City Union, who are in their purple lilac jerseys, appropriately enough because it is Lilac Festival time here in Rochester, against the Maryland Bobcats, top of the table in the East Division of NISA, coming in with a record of 3 wins, 2 ties, and 1 loss. Flower City Union coming in with a record of 1 win and 6 losses. Let's look at the starting lineups for today's game. First, for the visitors from Maryland, they will start in goal Felix Anand, wearing the number 12 jersey from Accra, Ghana. In the back, we have Richard Forka, number 15, Brandon Clegg, number 25, and Yaya Fane, number 19. And in midfield, we have 5 in midfield, Bernardo Manayo, number 11, Demorie Alawaini, number 6, Pele Cisse, number 5, Jocelyn Posian, number 8, and Christian Snyder, number 21, and the 2 front runners, number 9, Joseph Boone, and number 32, Manny Gonzalez. Missing from the lineup today is their leading scorers, Elijah Amo and Darwin Espinal, who are both out injured today. So, good break there for Union, but Union losing a couple of their big guns as well up top. They'll start Mikel Ortega in goal, back 4 of Alex Ainscough, number 3, Nikkei DePoint, number 5, Mitchell Brickman, number 22, and Marcus Micheletti, number 24. In midfield, Jordan Sailing, number 8, Giancarlo Canas-Jarquin, number 10, Jose Sierra, number 11, and Austin Kranick, number 88, and Sunil Veracone, number 19. And up front, number 9, Arion Sobers-Assue. And missing from the lineup for the Union today is their leading scorer, Captain Lucas Free Kick Fernandez, and Andre Diaz, both out injured today. So a couple makeshift lineups for both teams today. We'll see how this works out here in Rochester from the Rochester Community Sports Complex, formerly known as many different names here in Rochester, many different stadium names. Referees for today's game, the man in the middle is Sam Reynolds, assisted by Alex Parent and David Rousseau, and the fourth is on your screen. And thank goodness, because that's how I wrote it down on my sheet. So I had a 50% chance of getting that right, and I did. So we'll be the Bobcats, who have 2 wins against the Union to start the season. They played April 2nd down in Maryland. It was a 6-1 convincing win by the Bobcats. Elijah Amo with a pair of goals, and Sam Solomon, who's on the bench today for Bobcats, had 2 goals. Espinal had a goal, and there was an own goal. Carlos Canas-Jarquin with the goal for Union. And back on April 23rd here in Rochester, Brandon Clegg had the only goal as Maryland won by a 0-0. Just waiting for the referees to get set here. Very happy to be joining you here on this broadcast today. My first soccer broadcast in a long while, I think since the Rochester Lancers a couple years ago. So very happy to be back here at the downtown soccer stadium. It's been a few years since I've been here as well, since the days of the Rhinos and the Flash, and the Lancers played here as well. So, and here we go with today's kickoff here in NISA action as Rochester Flower City Union taking on the Maryland Bobcats. Bobcats in their gold strip today, and again Union in their lilac shirts and black shorts. Ball played back to Brandon Clegg, the 24-year-old from James Madison University, the Dukes. And down the left side is Schneider, and he loses into touch. It'll be a throw for Union. First minute of play here in Rochester, and no score as of yet. Heartfelt, I guess, congratulations to Liverpool. They won the FA Cup on penalties over my team Chelsea, 7-6 after a scoreless 120 minutes at Wembley. DePoint back to Ortega, who's had a great season, made some incredible saves for Union this year, kept them in many games, and has the only shutout of the year. They beat Chattanooga downfield. Coming out of his goal is Felix Anand, the former Ghanaian international, 3 caps for the Black Stars in his career. And Maryland back in control of the ball as Pele Cisse. Real name Mohammed, but it's a good nickname to have. Here comes Union on the break. Sobers-Assue plays it to the right side. Sailing open in the middle, calling for it, doesn't get it. Union still with possession. Now Sailing has it, middle of the park. Good through ball, looking for Austin Kranick, number 88, unusual number for soccer. Probably wore number 8 in his day, but somebody else has that. That's Sailing. Micheletti with the throw in for Union as they're on the attack here in the 3rd minute of a scoreless match. Canas-Jarquin will work in the box. Sobers-Assue was shot and a big save by Felix Anand to keep it scoreless. In the 3rd minute, as Arion Sobers-Assue got himself free in the box at Anand play. Nope, we'll go with the corner kick, actually. Kranick into the box and grabbed by Anand. And Anand quickly gets the ball upfield, looking for Jocelyn Poussin from the Ivory Coast. But Union wins the ball back again. Here's Veracone off to the right side. Canas-Jarquin. Back to Ainskoff, who's wearing the captain's armband in the absence of Lucas Fernandez, who is not dressed for today's game. And we'll have a free kick for Union. Played quickly to Sailing. And back into the back 4 for Mitchell Brickman, local product from Greece Arcadia High School here in Rochester. Long ball up the far side, looking for Canas-Jarquin, and it goes over the end line for a goal kick. Jarquin playing on the right side today as we have Sobers-Assue getting the start up top, and Veracone taking a more forward position as well. Canas-Jarquin sometimes plays that withdrawn forward, but he's on the right side of midfield as Union in a 4-4-2 formation. Maryland with the ball and a poor pass there. Ball loose in midfield. Ainskoff loses out to Pele. Play plays it forward and cut out by Union. Goes over Sailing's head. Here's Mahayo. And we're going to have an offside call. First offside of the game in the 5th minute. Scoreless here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. Flower City Union hosting the Maryland Bobcats in the first of 3 games today in the NISA League. Ball lost by Union, but cleared a touch. It'll stay with the Maryland Bobcats. Bobcats ahead of Michigan, was in 2nd place. Michigan has only played 3 games so far this season for many different reasons. So Stars actually probably have more points per game than Maryland does, but Maryland leads the league, and also they've scored the most goals with 13 goals. 6 of those, actually 7 of those total, have come against Union. Ball played back. Here's Brandon Clegg. Big body, 6'2", 195. Near side for Richard Forka from Silver Springs, Maryland. 2nd season with the Bobcats. Far side for Schneider. And Schneider's cross is blocked. And it'll be a throw for the Bobcats. Canas-Jarquin coming back on defense to snuff out that attack. But Maryland still with the ball. 6th minute. Ball thrown in for Poussin, and he loses out. And Maryland, the press, they keep the ball. Schneider again. Poussin. And he goes down. Referee says, get up. That's was Pele. And Union has a chance to break here if they get up field quickly. It's a ball through for Kranick, but nicely played. But Kranick nearly loses it. It was a nice defensive play, and then nearly a disaster by Richard Forka as he just got it back to Felix Anand. And now Maryland will play it safely back to the Ghanaian keeper. Clegg. Alawini, haven't called his name much, the native of California. Played for the LA Force last season. Back into Schneider, getting a lot of work on that far left side, but couldn't get to that one. Throw for Union in the 7th minute. No score here from Rochester, New York. Forward for Sobers-Assue. And Clegg with a nice defensive play. But Sobers-Assue takes it away. A little short pass. There's a shot and tipped over the bar. Ainscough with the drive from 20 yards. Felix Anand with the big save to keep it scoreless. And another corner for Union. And usually it's Lucas Fernandez takes these corners, but again, he's not in the lineup today, so it will be Union taking this corner kick. Ball driven into the box and headed away. Back for Micheletti, and that's going to go into touch. It was Jose Sierra coming up back from the back to take that corner kick. Eighth minute here in Rochester, 0-0. Here's the captain, Poussin. Cross field pass for Borka, but he's can't keep the ball in play. He tried to head it and keep it over the touch line, but couldn't do so. Union with the ball. Micheletti to Sailing, and he plays it back to Mitchell Brickman. Sailing again. And poor touch there by Sailing, taken away by the captain, Poussin. But Union right around him to immediately snuff that attack out. Manny Gonzalez, haven't heard much from him, so usually he's up front, but he's actually playing in the back right now with this makeshift lineup from the Bobcats. Gonzalez has an assist. He started all 6 games, played for Tulsa and Oakland in the USL, First Division, before coming to Maryland. Alawini, taken away by Union. Micheletti, double teamed, and will go back to Union. 9th minute, 0-0 between these two Eastern Division foes. Get you caught up on some of the other action going on in Nisa this weekend and as time goes on in the match today. Ball played back by Sobers-Assue, and now all the way back to Mikel Ortega, 24-year-old from Managua, Nicaragua. Came to this country as a 3-year-old and makes his home in Miami, Florida. And he's again been a big stalwart in the back for Flower City Union this season. Maryland regains possession. Looking for some help finally. Clegg will get it back in his own half. Union with everybody behind the ball right now. Gonzalez plays to the far side for Manayo. Here's a cross from Schneider, cleared away by Union. Still with it, though, is Maryland. And it's taken away, and Ainscough will pump it forward for Sobers-Assue to run onto it, but Clegg is right there to safely play it back to Felix Anand. Now, long ball from Gonzalez, looking forward for Joseph Boone, who hasn't really done much today, and he doesn't do much with that ball either. Knocks it right over the end line, and it will be a goal kick for Flower City Union in the 11th minute. Maryland coming in having lost their last game, the first loss of the season to Chattanooga at home 2-1, team that is the only victory that Union has had this season. They went down to Tennessee and beat Chattanooga 1-0. So Mikel Ortega with the goal kick. Not very far. He wins it in his face right now, and ball played forward. Here's Boone again. Boone double teamed. Takes it all the way into the corner. Plays it back. A little 1-2-3 action, but that was a poor ball. And Union with the throw-in. Good defense by Flower City on that possession by Maryland. As Manaho couldn't control that ball, as also Forca. And Maryland has scored 13 goals this season, but they've allowed 6. Ball headed by Clegg and controlled by Aloini. Back to Yaya Fane. And yes, he is from the Ivory Coast. Of course, there's a famous other soccer star, played many years for Manchester City, Yaya Toure, and his brother Kolo Toure. But there's a number of African players on this squad for Maryland this season. Toure plays either in the middle of the defense or also plays in the center of midfield as well. And we're going to have a foul called, I believe. Fracture, it was a handball, so it'll be a free kick for Maryland. Dangerous position, about 25, 30 yards, right side. And it's going to be the captain, Jocelyn Poussin. He's also from the Ivory Coast. He's over the ball along with Manny Gonzalez. Manny Gonzalez with the right foot. In swing into the box, headed up and away by Union. And chance to break here potentially. And it's a professional foul right there on Gonzalez. No call by the referee, but it's taken back by Union. Veracone forward, looking for Chronic, and it's taken away. That certainly looked like a foul to me, but I'm not the referee. He's much closer than I am. Forca. And ball to the left side now. Yaya Fane. And it goes all the way through to Union goalkeeper Ortega. 14th minute here in Rochester. It is warm out there. See if how long the pace goes. This is a turf field, so it can get to be 10, 15 degrees hotter on the field than it is in the air. And ball through again for Sobers-Assue. And again, out of his goal is Felix Anand to blast it all the way downfield. And we'll see if that goes into touch or if Ortega actually will save it from going over the end line, and he will take possession, bring it into his penalty area, and probably pick the ball up. Nope, decides to play it anyway. To point. Another Rochester product. And we'll have another Union throw-in. Union's had the best chance. A couple of big saves by Felix Anand. I mean, Ortega has not been tested. I don't think there's even been a shot by Maryland yet, and that was nearly a disastrous pass there, but the pass forward was a little bit too much pace on it for Joseph Boone, and it goes to Ortega. Boone went to Mount St. Mary's University, actually visited there on the way back from an Open Cup match with DC United against Rochester back in 2009. They had a very famous basketball coach who was there for over 50 years. So my wife and I stopped there afterwards. Very nice little campus, and I picked up a sweatshirt there called The Mount, because they're right on a mountain. Ortega with the clearance. Again, the ball holding up in the air. So in the second half, Union's going to have a wind advantage. Ball played forward. Here comes Maryland. Good attack here, but that last pass goes astray, and it'll be a goal kick. Quarter hour gone here in Rochester, live from the Rochester Community Soccer Complex. Flower City Union 0, Maryland 0. This is Andrew Battisti from Soccer is a Kick in the Grass, North America's longest running soccer radio show. You can hear me Monday nights with the host, the former trainer of the Rochester Lancers and Hall of Famer Joe Red Card Sirianni. And he's called Red Card because he was the only trainer in NASL history to be red carded in a match. Also joined by Dick Howard, former Lancer and Canadian Soccer Hall of Famer, and one of the top soccer journalists in the U.S., Michael Lewis, who has a brand new book on the original Rochester Lancers out called Alive and Kicking. Forca for Aloini, and now long pass crossfield for Schneider. Schneider gets his head on it and cannot keep it in play. Schneider went to Springfield College, played with Albion San Diego last season. Also made an appearance on the TV show Law and Order. And no foul called there. Here comes Maryland. They have a number of players forward. Union has everybody back right now, playing the old total football, all men up, all men back. That ball is cleared by Brinkman. I believe it went off of a Maryland player, and it will be a goal kick. So good play by the native Rochesterian. The captain of SUNY Oswego and played for FCA 04 Darmstadt in Germany. Not the same as Darmstadt 98, the professional team, but a number of these players for both sides have played in Europe, gotten some good experience there, and now making their trade here in the United States. Ortega with the goal kick. Get some foot on that one. And foul will be called on Forca. Nope, they're going to call it on Sobers-Assue. So quickly putting it back into play is Maryland, and here's Pelé. And nice tackle by DePoint, but only as far as Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Alawani and Forca on the near side. And back to Clegg as Maryland holds possession. They like to possess the ball, this Maryland side. Speaking of my colleague, Mr. Sirianni, he's joining me up here in the box, going to help me out with some spotting. It's always a pleasure to have Joe Sirianni here, the legendary radio broadcaster and trainer. And Ortega with the ball for Union. In the 18th minute, still no score. So far, Union has had the better of play. Maryland really has not had a good attempt on goal yet. Poussin, the captain, loses out. Long ball forward looking for Veracone. He's got some speed on Schneider. But nice play by Schneider, but loses out. Veracone. Veracone in the box. And a good tackle by Yaya Fane. And he takes it away. But again, another opportunity there for Union on the break. They're breaking quickly out from that all-men back situation. And Veracone using his speed, but that time the Maryland back line was up to the task. Mahano back to Gonzalez and Clegg. Clegg playing it forward. Mahano now to Schneider on the left side, but cut out well by Jose Sierra from Miami, Florida. Had him on our show recently. His favorite player, the great Faustino Asprilla, who played many years for Newcastle in the Premiership and, of course, a Colombian international. Mahano plays it off to Point. Back to Manaho and still with the ball. Schneider. Schneider crossed into the middle looking for Boone and defended well by Union. And that ball will stay in play. And Union will break out of the back. Chronic. Ooh, that was a pounding clearance there by Forca. Hit his own man right in the face. Looks like he's okay, though. But it'll be a Union throw. As we move to the 20th minute here in Rochester, still no score between these two NISA Eastern Division sides. Here's Union playing it forward or Sailing. Sailing looking for that through ball. And a little too far for Canas-Jarquin and grabbed again by Anand. Spinning away is Gonzalez. And back to Forca when Maryland in possession, but possession does not equal goals. If you're a fan of Barcelona, you know that. Long ball, cross field from Clegg. Looks like a good one, and they're going to call offsides, though. Clegg is looking at the assistant saying, that wasn't offsides. But the assistant said, yes, it was, and I have the flag. So it'd be a free kick for Flower City Union. Union will be home again next Saturday at 6 o'clock against Chattanooga FC, the team they beat earlier this season for their only win so far in NISA. Next game for Maryland, they'll also be at home against Bay City's West Coast opponent. 7 p.m. first kick for the Bobcats at home. Fighting for it in midfield. Both teams are now foul called. And it'll be a Maryland free kick, I believe. Alawani went down there, and the referee said It was an infraction, so Forca will take control. Down the line looking for Boone. Boone trying to keep control of it, surrounded by Union players and finally taken away, but nearly lost again and finally cleared out. Chronic chests it back, but Maryland steals it back. Boone, Mahano, and again, Union gets it out of their area. A little tough defending there by Union. Finally, they come away with it. Here's Chronic. Was it for Sobers-Assue? Now cross field, all the way looking for Sierra. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. Be a throw and a little gamesmanship by Sierra, taking the ball a little bit away, allowing Union to get back in defense. Here's Pele again. Native of Sierra Leone. Played last year for the Bobcats, had 8 goals and 2 assists. Has yet to score this season. Schneider on that left side again, getting a lot of work over there. Picked up by Canas-Jarquin. And Union forcing Maryland back, but it's everybody right now in the Maryland and the Union half, sans the goalie. Long shot from Clegg, goes into the parking lot. It was an ill-advised shot there. I don't know. He's trying to channel his inner Roberto Carlos, I think, but that wasn't a good effort there by Clegg. So Union with the goal kick halfway through the first half here in Rochester, New York. Flower City Union 0 and Maryland 0. Andrew Battisti, glad you're here with us on Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports. Ortega with the goal kick, and again, Wynn holding that ball up. Ball headed downfield and into touch. It'll be throw for Union. Again, Union will have that wind advantage in the second half. We'll see if that makes a difference here. Long throw in. Sobers-Assue can't control it. Won by Alawani. Clegg. Fane. Into the Union half. Schneider again. Back to Fane. And that looked like a foul there, and it is a foul. Referee Sam Reynolds blowing his whistle, and it'll be a free kick for Flower City Union. Now he's got a compliment from Mr. Sirianni. That means the world to me. Back to Ortega. Ortega gets a little more leg on that one, but Sobers-Assue loses out to Fane. Maryland has controlled the ball pretty much over the last 15 minutes, but again, has not really generated a good opportunity on goal. They've had the possession, but not the final result. Here's Pele. Let's see what he does with it. Nice move around to point. Pele with the cross. Goes all the way across face of goal and will roll out for a goal kick. By the way, coaches of the two teams, didn't fail to mention them. Cotton Bly is the new interim coach of Flower City Union, and just announced a couple days ago, Jordan Sullivan, the former player, has hung up his cleats for a clipboard. He's a graduate of MCC and was an all-star with Monroe Community College, and he is now the assistant coach for Flower City Union. As we have a hold-up here, he looks to play short and does so. This is dangerous here, and finally just blasted out of there by Ortega. Seen too many cases where the goalie has made a huge mistake there and gifted a goal. There's a foul there by Fane, just brings down Canas-Jarquin by the shirt. And it'll be a free kick for Flower City. Let's see what they can do with it. Or if we're going to pull it back a little bit. And they'll just play it short. Union with an attack here. It's been a while since they've had a prolonged attack. Chronic plays it back for Micheletti. Now, actually, there's Micheletti getting it from Sailing. Micheletti in the corner. There's a good cross into the box. Can't get ahead to it. Here's Canas-Jarquin. Can he make room for a shot? Canas-Jarquin goes down in the box. He's saying, referee says no penalty. Goal kick. See if we have that one on replay potentially. Nope. No VAR, obviously, here in Rochester. Didn't actually, I would say, it did not look like a penalty. It looked like Jarquin did not really get hammered there, so I'll give the referee that one. I think Mr. Sirianni disagrees, but so that was a good attack though by Union. Good opportunity, and Canas-Jarquin, who has 2 goals this season, tied with Lucas Fernandez, who again is not in the lineup today. Nearly had a chance for a third, but a good tackle and ball played now all the way back to Felix Anan. For those of you who know Rochester soccer, one of the greatest players ever from Rochester is Frank O'Doy. That's a handball there, obviously, by Poussin. It'll be a free kick for Flower City. But Frank O'Doy played 8 years for the original Rochester Lancers. As we have a water break, so I can talk a bit about Mr. O'Doy. Played in 1970 to 1977 for the Lancers. Helped them to the 1970 NASL Championship. Also played in the Olympic Games for Ghana and won the African Cup of Nations with Ghana. So certainly some great players have come out of Ghana, and Felix Anan has had the honor of wearing the Black Stars uniform 3 times for his country. So with the temperature here well above the water situation, we have a water break. It's 80 degrees right now in Rochester, and hopefully the rain will hold off. Doesn't look like rain at all to me. It's a nice sunny day here in Rochester. It's been that way most of the week, actually. Weather's been perfect for the Lilac Festival, and for those of you who may not be aware, the Lilac Festival is one of the largest festivals in the United States featuring lilacs. Rochester has thousands and thousands of lilac bushes and blooms at Highland Park, which was designed by Frederick Law Olmsted, who also designed Central Park and many other parks in the United States. Draws about 500,000 people every year. It's about midway through the festival right now, and Flower City Union was actually at the festival. Had been there for a few days with a booth and had been able to hand things out, and it's great to see them. I went over there yesterday. I actually live right near Highland Park, so it's a beautiful place. The lilacs are in full bloom right now. I can smell them all the way from my house. It's absolutely incredible. So if you're ever in Rochester in May, definitely come and see the Lilac Festival, because it is something special. It's hard to describe if you're not a Rochesterian, but it is absolutely beautiful. And one of the reasons why Rochester is called the Flower City, Flower. Originally it was called the Flower City, Flour, because there were many, many flour mills in Rochester in the 1800s, powered by the High Falls, and the mills were all along the river, Genesee River, which is one of the only rivers in the world that flows north. But certainly then in the early 1900s, it was a change to the flower, Flower, and the festivals are going on over 100 years, and that's one of the reasons why lilac color is the primary color for Flower City Union, because of the Lilac Festival. Well, we are back after the water break, so we'll have probably 2 to 3 minutes of first half stoppage time. 30 minutes gone here in Rochester, and it's still 0-0, and Poussin has to get about 10 yards away from that free kick, and free kick goes to Cronic. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. But Forca gets it over the end line, shepherds it well, gives Cronic a little bump for his trouble, and it'll be a goal kick for Maryland. They put the ball back into play quickly. Early on in the first half, a couple big saves by Anan kept the game scoreless, and really hasn't been much offense since then. But here's Boone trying to change that, but Mitchell Brickman clears it away. And Schneider will race back. Gonzalez heads it back for Fane, and he will bring the ball forward himself. Schneider along that far side touchline to Pelé. And that's a poor pass there. Here, now through ball. Onside. Here comes Sobers-Assue. Sobers-Assue with the shot. Oh! Flower City Union takes the lead, 1-0. Sobers-Assue with his first goal of the season. And that's after the great through ball. And one-on-one, no problems for Sobers. Felix Anan, and Union takes a 1-0 lead in the 32nd minute. A big mistake by Fane. Great through ball, and Sobers-Assue with the goal. And that brings the crowd to life here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. So it's Flower City Union 1, Maryland 0. Let's see what the Bobcats can do. Union had the lead against Cal United Strikers, who are the top team in the West, but the Strikers came back and scored about 5 minutes later. They always say 5 minutes after a goal is scored, it's most dangerous.
Arion Sobers-Assue. The score is now 1-0 Flower City.
32nd minute, Sobers-Assue with the goal. We'll check the assist. There definitely was an assist on that. I believe it was Sailing. Maryland on the attack. Here's the captain. There's a shot up in the air. Trying to grab it is Ortega, and he does so. Shot by Poisson, the captain. Was deflected on the way, and now we have a player down on the far side. I believe it's Pelé who's down. And we stop play here. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back here in just a few minutes here at Flower City Union, leading 1-0 over Maryland.
At John Betlam, nothing's more important than your comfort. So if you ever have any problems with your air conditioning, call us. Day or night, weekends, holidays, anytime. We're ready to help. We'll be there fast, and we repair Carrier or any other brand heating and AC system. And if you ever need to replace your system, we'll help you save. If you need help with your AC, turn to the experts at John Betlam.
Call 271-8888, John Betlam Heating and Cooling.
And we're back after that short stoppage for an injury. And Union with the ball, and Ortega will put it into the Maryland half. Comes off the head of Sierra. And poor header there, taken away by Mahano. And ball shot in right at Ortega. Really poor there from Pelé. Micheletti, short pass for Veracone, but goes right back to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will put the ball in the touch. 35th minute, Union with a 1-0 lead over Maryland. A goal by Arion Sobers-Assue in the 32nd minute. Here's Sailing. Ainscough to Point. And back to Ortega. And Nikkei DePoint. I knew he was going to do that. He went to McQuaid High School here in Rochester. Played for the U.S. Under-17 national team. Here the fans getting into the game now as Union has the lead. And cleared away by DePoint. Good clearance because that was a dangerous opportunity. And going down to the deck is Clegg. Sobers-Assue says, it wasn't me. And referee allows play to continue. Gonzalez resetting. Plays it up the touchline to no one in particular. And Sierra let that ball run over the end line for a goal kick for Flower City Union in the 36th minute. Sylvain Rostolo is the head coach of Maryland. He's from Canada. He was part of the Bafana Bafana in 2010, the World Cup team from South Africa, and also coached the Solomon Islands. And Paul Ngendi is the assistant. He once played for the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. As we have a free kick for the Bobcats. As was an infraction on Poisson. Flower City Union with the lead, 1-0 on a goal by Arion Sobers-Assue in the 32nd minute. Here comes Clegg. Clegg passes right at the Union defense, and Ortega clears it away. Sobers-Assue goes for it. Elowini, and won by Sobers-Assue. And here he is again, the goal scorer. Ainskoff wearing the captain's armband today. Here's a long through ball. Chronic gets the ball off of Clegg's head. Chronic off to the side for Vericone. Left-footed cross on the ground, and we'll have an offsides call as Vericone was slightly offsides. Maryland quickly puts the ball back into play, looking to catch Union, but they play it back to Forka and now Clegg. Maryland, again, has not won in their last couple of games. They tied Michigan 1-1 and lost to Chattanooga 2-1, and they're behind here 1-0 against Union. Schneider with the cross, and that'll be a goal kick for Flower City Union. 38th minute. You're looking for their second victory of the season. Maryland has lost just that one time to Chattanooga in their last game. Again, they're missing a couple of their big guns. Elijah Amo and Darwin Espinal are both not here, but Rochester Flower City also missing Lucas Fernandez and Andre Diaz as well. So both teams a little short-handed up top. But Sobers-Assue made his mark and got the goal on the breakaway. Here's Chronic. The nice moves. Get around two defenders. Goes to the deck, no call. Here's a nice through ball for Micheletti. Here comes Union on the break. Micheletti cross into the center, but taken on nicely by Felix Anand. A little bit too close to the keeper. Didn't get enough spin on that to get it away from Anand. And Maryland with the ball once again. Gonzalez, far side for Schneider. Pele. Fane. Long ball looking forward for Poussin. He gets the ball, and Ortega's out of his goal. Poussin and Ortega with the save, but it's going to be whistled down for offsides. Poussin was offsides on that play, and in the new way they do that, of course, is the offside flag is not raised unless there is an offensive attempt, or else they let play go on. But Poussin was offsides on that play. The ball goes into the Flower City net, but unfortunately the play is not going on right now. So it will be a free kick for Ortega. Protecting a 1-0 lead. Ortega with one shutout in the season, that win over Chattanooga. Has a 1.8 goals against average. Ball played into the Maryland half. DePoint looking for somebody, finds Chronic, but cut out by Forka. And Forka goes down, free kick for Maryland. And Vericone slows things up. It's some good smart play there by Vericone getting in front of that ball. Fane, far side for Pele. Elowini drives forward. Far side for Fork on the overlap. Back to Elowini. Again, Union with everybody behind the ball, protecting this lead. Elowini goes down, and it'll be a free kick. A dangerous position for Maryland. They will have a chance to get a free cross into the box here. Mr. Sirianni rightly saying that free kick should be closer to the touch line. Referee says it's fine where it is. Gonzalez complaining about something. I think he's saying that the Union's got to be further back. So we'll see what's going on here. Actually, we have a player down for Maryland in the penalty area, so there's a stoppage and the trainer will come out. Much like Mr. Sirianni used to do with the little black bag and the magic spray. Can't really see who was down over there. We'll check that out. Pele was down earlier. Let's see if it's him. Maryland might need to make a sub. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 42nd minute, 1-0 to Union here on the Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports.
When I sprained my left knee, they did so much to help me at
Lattimore Physical Therapy. With 20 locations throughout Monroe and Livingston County, pain relief is never more than minutes away. Same-day appointments available. Most insurance accepted. Call 1-888-PT-ROCHS. Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Is your lease expiring in the next 6 months? Have you made arrangements for your next vehicle to be available when it does expire? We all know what's going on with chip shortages. You can't find a ride. Bob Johnson says, let's get ahead of it. Order the exact vehicle you want to enjoy. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. We found out that some dealers were pricing cars way over the sticker price. That's not how we work. Bob Johnson has grown during the past few years, and with 24 dealerships, we now offer virtually every brand there is. While others are marking up over sticker, with the best deal in America, you'll save an additional $500 when you pre-order any new car, $1,000 with any truck or SUV. That's on top of our famous value pricing. So let's get ahead of it and order soon. Bob Johnson Auto Group. This is where the savings are.
Bob Johnson's got your ride. Bob Johnson.
And we're back here in Rochester. Andrew Battisti on the call today with Flower City Union, leading Maryland by goal to nil. Here comes the free kick from Gonzalez. Shot up, head over the bar. Best chance of the game for Maryland, as that free kick was taken nicely by Gonzalez. I believe that was Forca with the header, coming up from his right back position. About a foot over the crossbar, but that's really the first shot of the game by Maryland. They've had a lot of the possession, but have not been able to generate chances on Ortega. And Union's had a number of chances, and Sobers-Assue put one away to give Union the lead. Ball played forward for Boone. Mitchell Brickman with a nice defensive play and just blasted downfield. And they'll go in a touch deep in the corner, and it's fine for Union. They just want to run out this first half. Take that 1-0 lead into the locker room. Clegg with the throw. And won by Union. Jordan Sailing. Back to Micheletti. Chronic moving in on Gorka. And Veracone fouls. And it'll be a free kick for Maryland as Alawaini was taken down. Maryland playing with 10 men right now, as Pele has not come back in. It probably will be substituted in the second half, I would imagine. I think both teams want to take time in the locker room, get cooled off a bit. But still a chance for Union here. But Aidsclough waited for that ball and was taken away by Maryland. But again, poor through ball there as Mitchell Brickman goes down, and he's clutching his face like he was hit in the face. And the Flower City Union bench saying, where's the VAR? And now the referee talking to Boone. Boone saying he was and we see there that Brickman saying he was elbowed right in the face. Referee is going to check with his linesman here, or his referee's assistant, talking to Boone. If it was an elbow, there's no talking, it's a card. Let's see what the referee does here. We're at the 45-minute mark. We'll see how much stoppage time we have. It's going to be at least 3 or 4 minutes with the water break, I would assume. Brickman shaking that off. He's a tough character. 6'1", 185. Referee's still talking to Boone. Again, if it's an elbow, it's a card of some kind. But the referee just says, let's play on. There'll be 5 minutes of stoppage time, at least a minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time. Probably a little more than that because stoppage time actually started while Brickman was on the deck. So Union needs to see out 5 minutes here to take the lead into the locker room. Sobers-Assue with the header. Comes off of Canas-Jarquin. Haven't heard much from him in the last number of minutes. Here comes Mahayo. Gonzalez, Elawani, Boone. Boone is tackled away. And won by Union, Chronic. Chronic for Ainscough, but won by Maryland. Mahano is nice tackle by Sunil Varacone. He brings it away. And once again, Union loses possession in midfield. Elawani is held up. It'll be a free kick for Maryland. We're in the 3rd minute of 5 of stoppage time, but there should be a little bit more than that, given the stoppage to Brickman right at the start of stoppage time. Gonzalez plays it over to Yaya Fane, who has acres of space to move forward. And he just puts a very poor ball into the box and out for a goal kick. In that very last pass for Maryland has been just not been there today. The one chance they had was off that set piece. And the header from Forca off the cross from Gonzalez just was over the top. But Union's had at least 3 good chances, 2 good saves by Felix Anand, but the goal by Sobers-Assue is the difference in the match so far. Clegg's clearance is muffled. Here comes Union. Sobers-Assue, the goal scorer, and Clegg with a nice tackle. And Clegg will bring it away, bring it upfield himself. Long ball downfield and headed away by Ortega. Micheletti will try to complete the clearance, gives it to Canas-Jarquin, and here's some space now for Union. Varacone. And Chronic is offsides. You can see that it's right in front of us. Even Joe Sirianni said it was offsides. So that means it definitely was offsides. Gonzalez, as Maryland puts the ball back in, play quickly. Schneider. Boone. Schneider on the 1-2. Far side. Poisson. Gonzalez. Cross field. Forca. Forca with the cross into the box. And the point with the header away. And cleared out by Varacone. And ball played back into the Maryland half. About a minute or so left of first half stoppage time as Union leads it 1-0. Long ball forward for Gonzalez. He's got some space here in the corner of the box. Gonzalez with the cross, and it's cleared away. Here's a shot in, deflected, Boone, and finally just blasted out of there by Canas-Jarquin. And Varacone goes down to the deck. That'll be a free kick for Union. That just might do it for the first half. Let's see if there's any further time as referee looks at his watch. Mr. Reynolds. Varacone milking that a little bit. Trying to end this first half. That was a dangerous opportunity there for Maryland, but then could not get the final shot off. And DuPointe says to Ortega, come up, you take the kick. We're just going to move forward. Ortega probably will put it downfield as far as he can. And referee saying, let's get on with it. Ortega into the half. Ainscough. Back to Clegg. Clegg will play it forward. One last chance maybe for Maryland. DuPointe with the ball again gets it forward. Crossfield and a little too far for Canas-Jarquin, and that will do it for the first half here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex there in downtown Rochester, New York. At the half, it's a 32nd minute goal from Arion Sobers-Assue is the difference as Flower City Union leads the Maryland Bobcats by 1-0. We'll be back for the second half of today's NISA Flower City Union Game of the Week in about 15 minutes or so here on the Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports.
The Red Wings are home this week. Tuesday, get 2 tickets for the price of 1, and it's golf night. Wednesday is 70s night with a t-shirt giveaway. Thursday is an Education Day special at 11:05 a.m. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
At John Betlam, nothing's more important than your comfort. So if you ever have any problems with your air conditioning, call us. Day or night, weekends, holidays, anytime. We're ready to help. We'll be there fast, and we repair Carrier or any other brand heating and AC system. And if you ever need to replace your system, we'll help you save. If you need help with your AC, turn to the experts at John Betlam.
Call 271-8888. John Betlam Heating and Cooling.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Is your lease expiring in the next 6 months? Have you made arrangements for your next vehicle to be available when it does expire? We all know what's going on with chip shortages. You can't find a ride. Bob Johnson says, let's get ahead of it. Order the exact vehicle you want to enjoy. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. We found out that some dealers were pricing cars way over the sticker price. That's not how we work. Bob Johnson has grown during the past few years, and with 24 dealerships, we now offer virtually every brand there is. While others are marking up over sticker, with the best deal in America, you'll save an additional $500 when you pre-order any new car, $1,000 with any truck or SUV. That's on top of our famous value pricing. So let's get ahead of it and order soon. Bob Johnson Auto Group. This is where the savings are.
Bob Johnson's got your ride. Bob Johnson.
At John Betlam, nothing's more important than your comfort. So if you ever have any problems with your air conditioning, call us. Day or night, weekends, holidays, anytime. We're ready to help. We'll be there fast, and we repair Carrier or any other brand heating and AC system. And if you ever need to replace your system, we'll help you save. If you need help with your AC, turn to the experts at John Betlam.
Call 271-8888. John Betlam Heating and Cooling.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Daddy had surgery and his pain was put to ease.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Is your lease expiring in the next 6 months? Have you made arrangements for your next vehicle to be available when it does expire? We all know what's going on with chip shortages. You can't find a ride. Bob Johnson says let's get ahead of it. Order the exact vehicle you want to enjoy. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. We found out that some dealers were pricing cars way over the sticker price. That's not how we work. Bob Johnson has grown during the past few years, and with 24 dealerships, we now offer virtually every brand there is. While others are marking up over sticker, with the best deal in America, you'll save an additional $500 when you pre-order any new car, $1,000 with any truck or SUV. That's on top of our famous value pricing. So let's get ahead of it and order soon. Bob Johnson Auto Group. This is where the savings are.
Bob Johnson's got your ride. Bob Johnson.
And this is Andrew Battisti back here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex here on the Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports, the Flower City Union match of the week. And it is the Union with a 1-0 lead over Maryland Bobcats on a goal from number 9, Arion Sobers-Assue. Let's take a look at that goal. And it was a great through ball. It was Sunil Varacone with the through ball after picking it up in his half of the field, and Sobers-Assue went on his own and beat Ghanaian goalkeeper Felix Anand, and that's been all the scoring in today's match. Let's see if any subs are in the offing for either team. Obviously, it is pretty warm out there and humid today. So we will see what we have for potential sub. I see number 24, Andy Alvarado, is out there. Let's see if he is. I know that Pele, Mohamed Cisse, was hobbling at the end of that first half. Let's see if they made the substitution for him. Both teams huddled up, ready for the second half. You're looking for their first home victory here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. Their only win was so far on the road at FC Chattanooga. Looking at the Union side of the pitch. Don't see any substitutions for Union, but I think number 24, Andy Alvarado, is into the ball game. Let's see if it is Pele who came out. We'll check that as time permits here. Union will go from left to right on your screen in the second half, and importantly, they will have the wind at their back. So let's see if that helps with Ortega with some long clearances to get the ball downfield quickly. And Union will kick off to start the second half on a goal from Arion Sobers-Assue. They have a 1-0 lead. Here we go in the second half. Jose Sierra back to DuPoint. And he'll play the ball upfield looking for Sobers-Assue, the goal scorer. Comes off the head of Yaya Fane. Here's Schneider. Poussin. And Schneider again. Losing out, and here comes Sobers-Assue. A good tackle by Fane, puts it in a touch. It'll be a throw for Union. Union with 1 win and 6 losses on the season at the bottom of the East. Maryland's on top of the East, but as we all know in soccer, strange things happen in the league. Any team can beat any other team on any given day. Here's a great steal from Canas-Jarquin. Sailing, crossfield pass, not enough pace on that one. It's taken away by Forca, Richard Forca. Clegg. Fane. Gonzalez. I wonder if Gonzalez might push a little more forward as this game goes on. Gonzalez was taken down by Chronic. No call. Sierra goes up for the header with Poussin. Sierra has header again. And down to the deck. Oh, that was a... Salen grabbed his head there as if he was hit. The two number 8s there, Poussin and Chronic. It would be a Union free kick. They protect that lead, 1-0. Sierra off the head of Sobers-Assue. Canas-Jarquin. And here is Andrew Weavell also into the game for Union. Weavell is a 23-year-old from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, playing in the back. Through ball looking for Alvarado, taken away by Mitchell Brickman. And no more press now by Maryland, and they nearly got a steal, but it's taken back by Union. Looked like a foul there, no call. Veracone gets it back. Ainscough. Ball played forward. He's onside. Is Sobers-Assue. And now they're going to whistle it down for offsides. I don't know about that. That didn't look offsides to me, but again, I'm not the assistant referee. So Alvarado is into the ballgame. He's playing in the center of midfield. And Pele is out. Maryland with the ball. Gonzalez plays it forward, looking for Boone. That comes off of Boone. It'll be a throw for Union. Point comes up limping slightly. Sierra for the captain, Ainscough. Again, wearing the captain's armband in the absence of Lucas Fernandez, who is not playing today. Boone trying to make room for a shot. Does so, and it's a goal for Maryland! Richard Boone, or Joseph Boone, check that. 20 yards, nobody shut him down, and a nice shot into the corner. Here's the replay. Boone made room, and there it is from 25 yards. Beats Ortega, and we're level at 1. Goal in the 49th minute. Not sure if they give an assist on that one, but we are level at 1, and that's what Maryland needed. First 5 minutes of the half is always dangerous. So we're back on level terms at 1-1. See if Union can come back here. They were up 1-0 against Cal United and let that slip away and lost that eventually 2-1 to the Western Division leaders. Canas-Jarquin, Veracone. This triple teamed and taken away by Maryland. Gonzalez. Yaya Fane. Here's Schneider right in front of us. Picked up by Chronic. Schneider tries to play it through, and that's going to go all the way to Ortega.
Goal by the Maryland Bobcats, number 9.
There's a confirmation on the goal. Joseph Boone. His first goal of the season for Maryland. The Mount St. Mary's product. Let's see if this changes things up at all. Ortega downfield. Crowd of players. Ainscough goes down, but Maryland wins the ball, but now loses the ball. Micheletti down that left side. Plays it back for Sailing. Sailing, short pass for Canas-Jarquin. Chronic. And they're going to call offsides on Chronic. There's not a foul because the assistant did not shake the flag. That wouldn't indicate a foul, but that was called offsides. So it'll be a free kick for Maryland in the 51st minute. And we're level at 1 on that 49th minute goal from Joseph Boone. Here's Clegg. Clegg with a long ball. Sierra cuts it out. And Mitchell Brickman will run the ball down into the far corner. Boone will come right up on him. Mitchell Brickman downfield. Won by Clegg. Gonzalez. Got a little bit of space now. Here's Schneider. They love to work that left side with Christian Schneider. Back to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will play all the way back to midfield. And that ball played forward to absolutely nobody. So it'll be Ortega with a easy play there. And he'll look to reset here, get everybody in position before playing the ball downfield. Ortega up to the midfield area. DePoint with the header. And it's going to be off of Maryland. It'll be a throw for Union. Cronic thought that ball was off of DePoint's head, but it is a throw for Union. Here's Sobers-Assue, the goal scorer. Back to Sierra, and Sierra's fouled from behind, but no call. It's going to be a throw for Union. I don't think either team was happy with that call. And now the referee's going to bring somebody over saying, I think he must have heard somebody say something. Mr. Reynolds asserting his authority. 53rd minute, Sierra with the throw for Union. This 1-all match. Over the head of Sobers-Assue and cleared out by Yaya Fane. And Sailing steps on the ball, gives Maryland a chance to break here. 4 players forward for the Bobcats. Poussin, and his cross goes off the head of Micheletti. Canas-Jarquin loses out. DePoint is down and back, and now the referee's going to stop play as DePoint looks like he's grabbing his quadricep. And they're going to have the trainer come out, and that will mean DePoint will have to step off the field. He's walking under his own power. We'll see anything comes of that. And both teams getting a chance for a little break. Again, a very warm out day here in Rochester. Not too humid, though, maybe about 50% humidity. Hopefully the thunderstorms will hold off, and it looks like they probably will. And DePoint's actually going to be substituted here, and coming in another one Rochester product for another as DePoint comes off, and it's Andre the Giant Demidev, 6'3", 200-pounder from Webster Schrader and MCC. Monroe Community College, played under the legendary Nelson Capello, former Lancer and 30-plus year coach for the MCC Tribunes. So Demidev in, he's definitely a threat on set pieces. The big guy, 6'3", and he can score goals. Ball play back for Brickman. So we got 2 Rochesterians manning the center of the defense for Union right now. Mitchell Brickman from Greece Arcadia and Andre Demidev from Webster Schrader. And fighting for the ball. Veracone takes it away from Alawaini. Ball play forward for Cronic, and it'll be now called back for a foul on Veracone. It'll be a free kick for Flower City. Like Bernardo Manaho was the one player taken off for Andrew Wyvell. Here comes the free kick. Veracone into the box, headed clear by Clegg. And Maryland completes the clearance. It's the captain Poussin, and he can't control it. Goes into touch. Free kick, throw in for Union. Cronic throws it in quickly, looking for Ainscough, the captain. But it's taken back by Maryland. And Bobcats look to possess the ball here in the 56th minute in a 1-1 match. Wyvell now back for Forca and Clegg. Yaya Fane to Schneider. And a lot of the play coming from that left side for Maryland. tops in the East right now, but they certainly don't want to lose here. That would give Michigan a chance to take over first place in the conference if they can win over Syracuse. They play today as well. Here's Alvarado, the substitute. Boone, the goal scorer. Back for Gonzalez. Pressured and has to lay it back for Yaya Fane. Schneider. Union set up well here on defense right now. Poussin forced back. Now Maryland, everybody in the Union half. Here's Clegg with the shot, just wide. Much better than his first effort, which went into the parking lot. This one just wide of the near post. So let off there for Flower City. As Clegg was left alone there to come forward and take a shot. He's not shy, that's for sure. So again, game just underway is Michigan hosting Syracuse. Again, Michigan just played 3 matches this season, so they can pick up some points here on Maryland potentially. Here comes Boone. Andre Demedev pushes him to the side. Here's Forka on the overlap, and Forka plays the ball right into the stands. And he says, sorry, my fault. At least he owned up to it. That's good. The other game today is Bay Cities will host Cal United on the West Coast starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And then tomorrow it's ASC San Diego and the LA Force kicking off at 7 o'clock. That is the lineup for the NISA League this weekend. So Chattanooga is off this weekend. No news yet on that Michigan game. We'll try to get you an update on that score as well. Union with the ball. Ball cleared way up in the air and into touch. Another throw for Union. 59th minute. Sierra with the throw. And a free kick now for Union as going down as the goal scorer, Arion Sobers-Assue. Picking quickly. Vercon with a shot right at Felix Anand. Union tried to play that quickly and catch Maryland off guard, but the shot was right into the arms of Felix Anand, the Ghanaian international. Davidev says he was fouled by Boone. No call. Referee letting a lot go in this game. Not a lot of fouls. Davidev back to Ortega. And Ortega plays it forward. Comes off the head of Clegg, right to Alvarado. Gonzalez forced back. Here he is again. Gonzalez near side. Poussin. Poussin gets around 1 man. Gets around 2 men. Into the box. Falls loose. But nobody can get to it for Maryland. Here comes Union on the break. Cronic. Oh, Cronic couldn't get that ball to Sierra. Here comes Maryland again. And a nice tackle by Cronic. And it'll be the first corner of the game for Maryland. So it'll be Gonzalez. Manny Gonzalez, the Fort Lauderdale native, originally from Columbia, went to Florida Gulf Coast University. Also played for Tulsa and Oakland in USL 1. He will take this first corner for the Bobcats. In swinging corner, punched away by Ortega and cleared away by Ainscough to the far side, and it will roll out for another corner. And this time it's going to be Alvarado taking it from the far side. It's going to be a outswinger, looks like. Maryland with 4 players in the box. Union with everybody back except for Cronic. That's a low corner, not a very good one either. That ball cleared away, but not very far. Here comes Poussin again. Union had a chance to break, but couldn't get that ball forward. Poussin. Nice play by Sierra. He'll shepherd it out. It'll be another corner, though, for Maryland. 3 corners in the last minute or so in the 61st minute as we're tied 1 apiece here in Rochester. And let's see who's going to take this one. It's going to be Gonzalez. Ainscough comes forward, not allowing that short corner. Here's the cross and punched away. The ball was nearly a goal Olympico there by Gonzalez. Ball crossed back in again. And Canas-Jarquin can't save it. It'll be the fourth corner in a row now for Maryland. And this time Gonzalez will go over to take it himself. We're tied up at 1 in the 62nd minute. Maryland with 5 players in the box. Now referee Mr. Reynolds says, hold up. Got a situation here with Mr. Boone and Andre Demidev. And Mr. Reynolds will say, okay, let's go. Here's the corner. And Sailing gets a foot to it, pulls it out of the box. Back in by Gonzalez. Headed out by Veracone. Ainscough plays it forward only as far as Weavell. Back to Gonzalez. Once again, Maryland on the attack. Played in, and Brickman gets his head to it. Ainscough. That's a foul. That's going to be a free kick for Union as Maryland player was down. I believe that's Clegg. Went up in the air after Ainscough, and they're going to call it on. Actually, this was Gonzalez. It was dangerous play by Gonzalez, so it'll be a free kick for Union. That will allow them to relieve the pressure a little bit. Michigan-Syracuse, no score in the first half. We'll keep you up to date on that one. Ortega with the free kick. 64th minute. We're tied 1 apiece. Goal in the first half. 32nd minute by Arion Sobers-Assue. Canceled out by the 49th minute goal from Joseph Boone. Micheletti keeps the ball in play. And ball play back. That's a bad ball. Sobers-Assue just can't get onto it before Anand can boot it forward. Nearly a big mistake by Maryland. Here comes Union once again. Veracone tries to play it up for Sobers-Assue. It's cut out. It'll be a throw for Union. Sailing. Canas-Jarquin plays it back. Here's Ainscough, the captain. Back for Andre Demidev, originally from the Ukraine. Demidev plays it forward, looking for Canas-Jarquin. Can he get onto it? No, he can't. Anand comes off his line well. Very experienced is Felix Anand, 27-year-old. Again, playing internationally for Ghana. That gives you a lot of experience, that's for sure. Maryland with the ball and just give it away there. Short pass for Sailing. Ainscough. Maryland on defense, and Union trying to put together some possession here. Chronic. Sierra. And Sierra loses out. Alvarado. Aloini. And Maryland with the ball. 65th minute. Gonzalez. Clegg off his head. Aloini. Gonzalez. Play slowing up a bit here with this hot temperatures. Fortunately, the sun is behind the clouds. Forca. Forca coming forward. Ball played through, looking for Boone. Cut out by Micheletti. Throw for Maryland. Andrew Wywell will take the throw. And he'll leave it for Richard Forca. Went to McDaniel College, native of Silver Springs, Maryland. Ball played all the way back. Gonzalez. Cut out by Sierra. Ainscough. Good ball. Square for Sierra. Chronic has gone forward here. Let's see if they can get to him. No, they can't. Yaya Fane with some good tracking back to take that ball away. Poussin. Poussin plays it forward. It's going to go too far, and Ortega in the area picking it up. And going down to the deck there, but keeping the ball is Flower City. Sierra Jordan Sailing went down in a heap there. His feet came out from under him, but he was able to get the ball to Sierra to keep possession. Brickman back to Ortega. Union slowing it up here in the 67th minute in a 1-1 game here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. Ortega downfield. Chronic comes off the head of Fane. Sierra. Sierra keeps possession on the touchline back to Andre the Giant Demidov. Ainskoff back to Demidov and Ainskoff again. Ainskoff played in Iceland, Germany, and Sweden, and also for the Richmond Kickers, and that pass to Sierra goes into touch. It'll be a throw for Maryland. Probably will have another water break here in about 7 to 8 minutes. And Chronic with a good tackle, and referee lets play go on. Sobers-Assue forward to Chronic. Union on the break. Chronic, and a good defensive play. Coming back for the ball is Alawani to put it into touch. Some loose play by Maryland there, and Union had a chance, but good defense saves the day. Throw-in comes off of a head, and now Maryland loses possession, though. Sierra goes down, no call. Ainskoff picks up Wyvell. Off of Wyvell's head, Boone. And Boone's hammered from behind. That's going to be a free kick and a booking. Mitchell Brickman will be shown the yellow card. First yellow card of the match. In the 68th minute, it's Mitchell Brickman with a tackle from behind. So Maryland with the free kick. And both teams waiting as the referee's not ready yet to start play as he writes down Mr. Brickman's name in the book. I don't think he's a book anymore. I think they just write it right on the card. Ball played short. Wyvell back to Yaya Fane as he brings the ball forward. Poussin, Schneider with the right foot cross. Good ball in and just taken away from the edge of the area there by Union. Brickman there taking the ball out of danger. That was right in front of goal, but no Maryland player there. But Bobcats win it back. Schneider, mess along the touchline there, and finally taken by Chronic. And now we have a stoppage in play. It's going to be a free kick for Maryland. And the fans don't like that call. Gonzalez throws it in and cleared out by Sailing. Once again, everybody in the Flower City Union half. And that's a bad ball there. Can he keep possession? No. Just a poor first touch there. Unfortunately, the ball got away from Sailing. Now, Sailing, I believe, is down. And he's in some distress. Gonzalez, well, Union's going to not be able to take away possession here. And now referee finally going to stop play. Maryland chose not to bring the ball, put the ball out of play. And they're saying, what's going on? Why did you stop play, Mr. Referee? So they're going to bring the trainer on. 70th minute, we're tied at 1. Rochester Flower City Union goal by Arion Sobers-Assue, his first of the season, and canceled out by Joseph Boone's first goal of the season in the 49th minute. And I think this might serve as the water break as well. So we'll take a quick break here. 71st minute, 1-1 between Flower City Union and Maryland here on the Rock Sports Network and 11 Sports.
At John Betlam, nothing's more important than your comfort. So if you ever have any problems with your air conditioning, call us. Day or night, weekends, holidays, anytime. We're ready to help. We'll be there fast, and we repair Carrier or any other brand heating and AC system. And if you ever need to replace your system, we'll help you save. If you need help with your AC, turn to the experts at John Betlam.
Call 271-8888. John Betlam Heating and Cooling.
Is your lease expiring in the next 6 months? Have you made arrangements for your next vehicle to be available when it does expire? We all know what's going on with chip shortages. You can't find a ride. Bob Johnson says let's get ahead of it. Order the exact vehicle you want to enjoy. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. We found out that some dealers were pricing cars way over the sticker price. That's not how we work. Bob Johnson has grown during the past few years, and with 24 dealerships, we now offer virtually every brand there is. While others are marking up over sticker, with the best deal in America, you'll save an additional $500 when you pre-order any new car, $1,000 with any truck or SUV. That's on top of our famous value pricing. So let's get ahead of it and order soon. Bob Johnson Auto Group. This is where the savings are.
Bob Johnson's got your ride. Bob Johnson.
Daddy had surgery and his pain was put to ease.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
And just going into the 73rd, we had a water break combination injury break as Jordan Sailing had his calf worked on in midfield by the Flower City Union training staff, and he's walking gingerly back to the bench. See if Coach Colton Bly puts a substitute in or if they'll try to get Sailing in. It looks like he's going to come out. And it's going to be Jay Lee will be coming into the match for Jordan Sailing. Jay Lee, the 23-year-old from Belton, Texas. International experience, played in Spain, Italy, and Austria. Wears the number 7 jersey. And it's going to be a drop, uncontested drop ball, and it will be given back to Maryland. Here's long ball forward, and again, to no one in particular, by Yaya Fane. So Union's still waiting to make the substitution, getting Jay Lee ready. As Jordan Sailing's afternoon will be over after suffering that knock. Ortega with the ball. Can we hit a winning goal in this match? We'll see in the next 20 minutes or so. Chronic wins the ball. Here's the cross into the center. Nobody there for Union. Boy, what a great opportunity there. Chronic has had some good play on that right side today. Has really made a nuisance of himself against the back line of Maryland and going after a lot of loose balls. Had a very good match, Diz. Austin Chronic, the 21-year-old from Murrayville, Pennsylvania, went to the University of Oakland, which is located in Michigan. The Golden Grizzlies, they're called. Also played in youth soccer in Italy for Genoa and Chievo Verona. So a lot of cultured play is Austin Chronic in his soccer career. Just 21 years of age. He's got a good career ahead of him. I'd see him in MLS someday. Here's Schneider. Chronic picks him up, forces him back. Fane with a long searching ball to the far side, and it's headed clear by Flower City, but won back by Maryland. Next break, Lee will come into the ball game. Played back. Once again, Maryland with all the possession. Union sitting back, looking for a counter. There's a shot deflected right at Ortega. That could have been very dangerous. That ball could have gone anywhere. But Alewine's shot was blocked and deflected and eventually right into the hands of Ortega. Maryland definitely has taken control of this game. Union has not really had a solid opportunity that's forced a save from Anand, a good save or a challenging save. Unlike at the very beginning of the game when Anand had 2 big saves to keep the game scoreless early on. And Brickman will let that ball go into touch. It'll be a throw for Union, and now that'll be time for the substitution. In the 76th minute, it'll be Jay Lee into the game for the injured Jordan Sailing. And Lee will go right up top.
Substitution for Flower City Union.
Lee will go to the left side and probably push Canas-Jarquin forward. Union with the throw, headed away by Forka, forward. Andre Demidev gets it back. And Sierra. Sierra with a lot of space. Let's see what he can do with it. And he gives it away. Poussin. Poussin, that's offsides, Boone. And that should be a booking. Under normal circumstances, you play the ball like that after the whistle, that's a booking. That's just time wasting right there. Although if I was Maryland, I would not be satisfied with a 1-1 tie here. Demedev will play the free kick. Varicone gets it back. Ainskoff, the captain, back to Demedev. Union very patient here in the 77th minute, probing for that lead goal if they can get it. Here's Chronic back to Ainskoff, center of the park. Micheletti plays it forward, looking for Canas-Jarquin. He gets the ball. Canas-Jarquin lobs it over the top, and it's a goal! I don't know if it's going to be called an own goal, but I would give it to Canas-Jarquin. A beautiful play, takes the through ball over the top, and puts it away. 1. And you can see the very end, the ball was actually played into the net by the defender. They probably won't. I think it'll be an own goal, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how it goes in. It just goes in the net. In the 78th minute, it's Union 2, Bobcats 1. Felix Anand got caught in no man's land. Canas-Jarquin lobbed it over the top and looked like it might have gone over the line prior to the defender touching it, but we'll see how it's called. We'll get the official announcement. But importantly, Union has taken the lead 2-1. 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And you have to say this would be called an upset, given where Union and the Bobcats are in the standings right now. Let's see if the visitors can find a way back in this match. Ball played forward, looking for Boone. Boone gets the ball, lobs it up, and grabbed by Ortega. Tried to lob it over the top to himself. That's an old Giorgio Chinaglia trick. Seen him do that more than once. But failed there for Joseph Boone. So Union 2, Bobcats 1, 79th minute. And Giancarlo Canas-Jarquin may get credit for the goal or maybe an own goal, but we'll see. And that now, Ainskoff tries to steal it, and here's Canas-Jarquin through a ball for Lee, and he can't get to it. Union's had a lot of success with the through balls today, just playing back, waiting for counters, and it's been successful in this match today. Sierra wins the ball and can't keep it in play. And Chronicle fists the ball into the stands to waste a little bit of time. Schneider will take the throw in. 80th minute, Flower City Union 2, Maryland 1. Brickman heads it away, nearly taken away by Poussin, and Demedev swings and misses. Here's the shot, and tipped away by Ortega! First big save of the game. Ortega, as Andrew Weavell is stuffed, and it'll be a corner for the Bobcats. Ortega saves the day for Union, but it is a corner for Maryland. As we are now 80 minutes gone, 10 to go plus stoppage time. Union up 2-1. Here's the ball in, ball loose and grabbed by Ortega. He missed the punch but got it on the second attempt. Ortega looking for a release there for possibly a break. Now he throws it out. And there's some room out there, but unfortunately goes right to Maryland, but now taken away. Now Sobers-Assue is away, but off his line quickly is Felix Anand. Nice play by the Ghanaian keeper, or Sobers-Assue would have been through alone again, like he was in the first half. Varicone, Canas-Jarquin, Demedev, far near side for Sierra. Union looking to possess the ball. Chronic, and that stays in play. Chronic loses out. Gonzalez and Chronic both go down. And there's a push by Chronic. He's not happy. And Chronic, we'll see. It's going to be actually Gonzalez will get booked. It's going to be a free kick for Union. And that is card in the 82nd minute for Gonzalez. So it is Manny Gonzalez picks up a yellow card, and that'll cost him some money. And more importantly, it gives Union a chance for a set piece here with Jose Sierra. And now Sunil Veracone, the graduate of Duke University, will take the free kick. Long ball into the box. They're just going up for the header and headed out and finally cleared out. Alvarado. But coming forward is Brickman to blast it toward goal and out for a goal kick. But Brickman playing it safe there, just getting it out of there. As we move into the 83rd minute, Rochester Flower City Union 2, Maryland Bobcats 1. Schneider, and a bad touch from Schneider, and he knew it. He shook his head like, oh my goodness, what did I do? So that'll be a throw for Union. Need to get confirmation on that goal. If it was Canas-Jarquin or if it's an own goal. Sierra with the throw. Sobers-Assue. Chronic. Chronic still with it. Lays it back for Canas-Jarquin. Sierra comes off of Poussin, and it'll be a throw for Union. Sierra says that should have been a foul. And again, referee's been consistent. I'll say that. He has let a lot of things go in this match. He's not called the ticky-tack fouls. At least as long as the referee's consistent, that's fine with me. And it'll be another throw for Union. Again, this just wastes more time as we're now into the 84th minute. As Union protecting that 2-1 lead. Chronic. Forward for Sobers-Assue. Played back by Yaya Fane to keeper Felix Anand. And Clegg. Forca. Alvarado playing it forward. Nicely cut out by Mitchell Brickman. Greece Arcadia graduate. We're right here in Rochester. And Anand with the ball again. That's where Union wants it, as far away from their goal as possible. Clegg plays it forward. Forca. And it goes to Brickman. Brickman will wait. Played short for Jay Lee. A little too far. Forca wins it. Clegg will put it in a touch. That'll be a throw for Flower City. Maryland might be running out of gas here late in this game. Union is taking their time as we're in the 85th minute with Flower City Union leading 2-1, looking for their first victory at home this season after 4 losses. Ball won back by Maryland. Yaya Fane to Schneider. Chronic comes right up on him, forcing him back. Fane plays across field for Forca. Forca along the ground. Nice little touch there by Alawani, but it's cleared away once again. Maryland with the ball. Flower City committed to keeping this 2-1 lead. Chronic can't steal the ball. Now it's taken away by Gonzalez. Here comes Schneider. Immediately surrounded by Union players. Sierra comes off Sierra. Poussin, the captain. Tries to get the cross in. It's knocked away for a corner. In the 86th minute. Looks like another sub coming in for Flower City. It's going to be Quentin Carey, the Bahamas international. And will be Poussin, the captain, to take this corner. A lot of players forward here for Maryland. Poussin with a corner. Should be ball for Ortega. He punches clear. Jay Lee trying to get it out. And now finally cleared away. And taken down from behind is Chronic. Ball kept in, and Sierra keeps it in play. Chronic trying to run onto it. Alawani plays it back for Felix Anand. Flower City pressuring the ball when they need to keep this 2-1 lead. Anand playing it forward, way out of his goal. Gonzalez plays it back. Fane. Schneider. Gonzalez. Flower City forwards. Pressuring the back line. Here's Forka. He's got some space. Forka plays it into the box. Here comes the header. Cleared away by Brickman. Schneider with the shot. Just wide of the far post. As it broke free for Schneider. Here comes the sub now. Quentin Carey, the 25-year-old Bahamas international. Played for the LA Force last year. Let's see who's coming out for Flower City. Sub will end up being in the 88th minute, most likely. And it's going to be Sobers-Assue, the scorer of the first goal, will come out. This is definitely a defensive move by Coach Colton Bly. Great match for Sobers-Assue. Can't ask for more for a forward. He scored the first goal of the game. And we're in the 88th minute. Let's see how much stoppage time. Probably 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time, I would say, given the subs and the injury break and water break. Maryland wins the ball back. Once again, Union closes them down. Ainsclough forward, looking for Carey. He's actually taken a more forward position, a straight sub for Union. Carey sometimes plays in the midfield, but he's up top right now. There's a ball through, there's shot, and just wide of the mark by Fane, who has now moved forward. What a chance for Maryland there. Great layoff by Poussin, the captain, to Yaya Fane, and his shot whistled by the near post. And now they're giving a booking for Ortega for time wasting. No comment. In the 89th minute, Ortega is booked for time wasting. Ortega with the goal kick. Let off there for Flower City Union. That easily could have been the equalizer. Here comes Schneider. Actually, that's Clegg. Clegg is blocked off the ball by Demidev. And he's going to play it to the near side, and Sierra will put it in a touch. Throw for Maryland as they push more and more people forward, looking for that equalizing goal. Schneider will go for the long throw in here. And players all in the box for both teams. Schneider with the long throw. Comes off ahead. Veracone tries to clear. And he gets around one player, gets around two, and now blasts it downfield. As we move into the 90th minute. Flower City Union 2, Maryland 1. Anand will play it right back into the Flower City half. Comes off ahead of Andre the Giant Demidev. And Clegg is on the deck. Veracone gets around one. Now maybe a chance for Union to break here. Lee, far side. There's a wide open space for Micheletti on the left. Lee goes forward. Lee still with the ball. Lee down, taken down. No call by the referee. And everybody's off their feet now. And ball taken into the corner. And it's going to be a throw for Maryland. Boy, that looked like a foul there. Now it's going to be a booking. Not sure on who. I think it's on Chronic for dissent. Well, no call. Again, referee's been consistent. And now chance for Maryland, and a foul called on Clegg by Demidev. And Demidev's going to go in the book as well. But that was a good foul. And the fans not happy with the referee right now. That sure looked like that Lee was taken down in the box. But no call. Now Demidev is... It'll be at least 5 minutes of stoppage time. So Chronic was booked. Demidev has been booked. Ortega was booked. All 3 yellow cards in about a minute of time. So it'll be at least 5 minutes, probably 6 now, as Demidev trying to stretch himself out here, stay in the game. Definitely a professional foul there by Demidev. It deserved a booking, but he saved You want to make sure that Clegg was not going to get through. Now Anand comes all the way forward here for Maryland. And it's going to be a free kick about 35 yards out, pretty much in front of goal. Makes it a little more difficult to get a lob in there. Here's shot. Clegg's going to take the shot, and it's blocked by the wall. Wall does its job. Ball cleared back into the middle. Veracone gets ahead on it. Comes to Lee, and Lee will just play it forward. There's a 2-on-0 break for Union if they can hurry. Micheletti coming forward. Micheletti in the middle. Lee into the box. Shot saved by Anand, and he holds on. Canas-Jarquin with the chance there to put the game away, but Anand comes up big. It's still a 2-1 match. Alvarado in the middle, plays it back. Clegg, far near side. Schneider comes off of Carey in the touch. Probably about 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining approximately. Union 2, Maryland 1. Schneider doesn't know if he's going to take a short or long throw. Finally says, I'm going to take a long one into the box. Nearly caused problems the last time. Let's see what Schneider does here. He's got that long throw. Here's the throw into the box. Comes off ahead, and Ortega punches clear. Shot back in by Poussin. Appeals for handball, no call. Alawani going down in the box. That should be a simulation right there. That's a yellow card. And that was now Poussin tried to trip Sierra going back upfield. Referee is losing control of this match. Ortega is on a yellow card here. He needs to play this ball quickly. You don't want to get him sent off. About 2 minutes of stoppage time approximately left in this match. Union holding on to a 2-1 lead. Ortega clears it forward. Can it stay in? Cronic keeps the ball in play. Quentin Carey off his head. Cronic forward. Ortega to Quentin Carey. Carey crosses in and nearly getting a foot out of his Lee. It goes out for a goal kick. And now Anand must run that ball down and bring it back into the 6-yard box to take the goal kick. Probably about 90 seconds to go. Fans into this game here. They want to see Union take their first win at home this season. Off of Demidev. Ball played back. Schneider. Sierra. Azevedo. Plays it up top. Comes off ahead. Goes across the face of goal and harmlessly out for a goal kick. Will that be the last chance of the game? Again, referee wants to keep play moving here. Probably about a minute or so to go. Referee may add some time on here. Ortega wants to get this ball as far downfield as possible. It's Union holding on to a 2-1 lead here. And a goal in the 78th minute. Canas-Jarquin or an own goal, depending on how they call it. Maryland, one more chance maybe. Here comes Poussin. Poussin, and a nice tackle by Jose Sierra. But it's given away. Poussin, and cleared out by Veracone. Forca, and headed by Anand to Forca. Carey making a nuisance of himself. Nearly steals it away, holding things up. That's what Union wants. Can't be much time. This has to be the last attack of the game. Play downfield by Fane. Gonzalez into the middle. Comes off ahead. Demidev clears. All the way back to midfield. Can't be much time. And now we have a stoppage. It's not the final whistle. Looks like somebody got hit in the face. And the referee will want the trainer to come out. And there can't be much time left. It's Mitchell Brickman who's down for Union, and Lee saying it was another elbow. Where's the card? I mean, this is where if there was VAR, if there was VAR, they might be able to go to it, but obviously no VAR here, so referee didn't see it, then it didn't happen. Brickman says he's okay. Now he's saying, hey, you elbowed me right in the head. Brickman's not happy. Brickman is on a yellow card. Needs to be careful here. Canas-Jarquin saying, come on, how much more stoppage time can there be? It's probably about the 97th minute right now. Brickman needs to get off the field. It's going to be it should be Union's ball. And nope, they're going to give it to Maryland here. I don't understand that. That ball should have been, it should be Union ball. Anand will play it into the box. Has to be the last chance here. Ball comes off ahead. There's a shot blocked. And it's going to go into touch. Throw for Maryland. How much more time will the referee allow in this game? Gonzalez is going to hand it to Schneider. That's got to be almost the end of the game here. It's got to be the last chance here. Schneider looking to long throw once again. Thrown into the box. Cleared away by Demidov. Cleared up in the air by Carey to nobody. And that's it. Referee Sam Reynolds blows the final whistle, and Flowers City Union wins their first home game of the season, defeating the top team in the East, the Maryland Bobcats, by a score of 2-1. Great match here at the Rochester Community Sports Complex. Union played their heart out in this game, got the winning goal in the 78th minute. Giancarlo Canas-Jarquin lobbed the keeper, and if I don't have a answer, I'm going to say it is Canas-Jarquin's goal that is the winning goal. In the 78th minute, lobbed over Anand. Ball was actually was over the line before the defender knocked it into the net. But goals from Arion Sobers-Assue in the 32nd minute,